Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. Today we are talking about booking curve and pace IQ in this session. So let me start with a simple truth about revenue management. Most pricing mistake doesn't happen because we lack data, but because we misread the momentum. When you open your daily reports, pickup looks strong on one date and flat on another. ADR is steady, maybe too steady, and ComSet hasn't moved yet. So the question comes in your mind is, what do I see? And it is like, can I trust this? Is this pickup real demand or it is a noise that will disappear tomorrow? If you move rates too early, you risk the volume, and if you move too late, you leave the money on the table. So today, I want to show you how you can bridge the decision gap. With Pace IQ and Booking Curve working together, we can turn booking movement into pricing confidence. So let's start with the booking curve. I'll quickly open a booking curve and explain you how we can make the strategic decision using this widget. So here when you open the RevEVOLVE dashboard, you can see the forecast and pickup under which you can see the booking curve. When you click on the booking curve, this is how the booking curve widget look like. So there's a booking curve by lead time, and before we interpret it, it is important to understand how this actually created, how the curve is actually created. So every arrival date has a different booking behavior, as we all know. So this curve is always a date specific. Let me clarify the blue and the red line. The red line shows the RSA. RSA stands for room sold average. And by default, RSA is calculated from historical 90 days booking data over the last 90 days. And for each lead time, say X days before arrival, we look at the average number of the rooms that were on the same lead time across the past 90 days. For example, if we today at let's say 20 days before arrival, RSA tells us over the last 90 days on average, how many rooms did we usually have on the book when we are 20 days out. Also, the blue line is OTB, which stands for on the book, our actual confirmed bookings for today for January 7th, 2026. RSS sets the expectations, and it is not necessary that OTB equals to RSA always. It's just an RSA sets the expectations based on the past 90 days, past historical data. However, it should move in the same direction and converge as we get closer to the arrival. You'll see where if we're going to arrivals, like closer to arrivals, we get a good number of bookings, and which is for 5 day before arrival, we see OTB is 45 and RSA is 41. So the RSA 41 is based on the past 90 days data. So this is how booking curves helps us to decide where we stand out based on the current scenarios. Also, the second graph over here is the 90 days day of week average, showing us how demand typically distributed across the days of week. So you can see from Sunday to Saturday, the 7 days averages for all the 90 days, past 90 days. It gives us a baseline to distinguish between normal weekdays behavior and true demand shift. Here you can see on the last 90 days, the average of Monday is 12. For Tuesday, it is 12. So likewise, it goes for Saturday, it is 13. So here it truly shows the averages of all the weekdays, how weekdays performs in last 90 days based on the historical data. So now let's move on to the Pace IQ. Yeah, so let's move towards the Pace IQ. Here under focus and pickup, you will see the Pace IQ. This is how Pace IQ looks like. We have OTB, occupancy, ADR and revenue. Then we have STLY rooms, LY rooms with their ADRs. We have all our forecast over here. Then we have bar, best available rate. and COMSET min, max, and average value, and event and arrival date. So all this data are present over here, and then we have as of date the number of days, same as booking curve. We have arrival dates, OTB rooms, and changes of occupancy and ADR with the COMSET values. So if booking curves shows behavior, then PaceIQ shows momentum. Looking at these dates, we can clearly see a pickup acceleration inside the last 14 days. OTB grows steadily while the ADR shows a pressure indicating a demand growth is coming from volume than price. At the same time, COMSET average is at $69 while we are at $55. But this is not a warning sign, this is an opportunity signal. So we can say that this is not the historical reporting, but this is the live demand intelligence. We can clearly see the occupancy change compared to STLY occupancy and LY. Then we have the cancellations over here. We have cancellation 0 for today date for number of days 0, and then we have ADR change compared to STLY ADR. We can clearly see there is a no ADR variance for today. And then we'll see the revenue. Then we have COMSET min, COMSET average, and right now max COMSET is $88. So yeah, this is an opportunity signal for us. We can say by seeing this widget, we got to know which rate we should be changed for which date. Yeah, so this is a very strategic insight we have, a potential, we can say a potential insight. So we'll definitely look at into this. So this widget, Booking Curve and PaceIQ, both are individually provides insight. Together they provide conviction. Booking curves stabilize the behavioral baseline. PaceIQ adds the real-time truth. When both align, decision making becomes effortless, and you don't think the second guess of the numbers, and you don't wait for artificial occupancy thresholds. You act with timing, not hesitation. So that's the difference between observing demand and monetizing it. So yeah, definitely this two widget is bomb. So at the end of the day, revenue management isn't about staring at numbers, it's about knowing when to act and having the confidence to act early. If you want to stop reacting to pick up and start pricing with clarity, we invite you to see PaceIQ and Booking Curve Live. Book a demo at RevEVOLVE.ai. Thank you for your time. See you in the next session.